or to help promote weight loss, and it's completely absurd. The carbohydrate bond is carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen at 6, 12, and 6 respectively. And one of the interesting features about said carbohydrate bond is that it can be consumed in a non-oxidative state while we are low on oxygen, which means that we can utilize this fuel source while we're at high work capacities to help regenerate ATP. Meanwhile, a triglyceride has significantly more hydrogens. I believe it's 18, 32, and 2, carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen respectively. And these hydrogens, because there's so many hydrogens, our body requires oxygen to help break down these bonds to regenerate ATP. So what that means is while we're at low intensities, while we do desk work or if we clean the house or paint a wall, we are at lower intensities. Our bodies are bathed in oxygen, and our body will transition to triglycerides for those fuel sources. Meanwhile, if we attempt to work out while our body is restricted of glycogen and glucose in the bloodstream, we just won't generate those high amounts of work capacities. And because high amount of work capacities won't be achieved, then we inhibit our body's ability to generate strong overloads, generate the bone density, improve our muscular strength, improve our cardiovascular health, simply because we don't have those fuel sources. Over the years, as I've been to work dinners or family gatherings, everything which is typically centered around food, regularly I've heard, don't give him that, don't give her that, it's got too much sugar, that'll make him hyper. Well, that's what you want before an individual goes and works out. We want to be hyper. We want to have energy to give ourselves the ability to generate that overload. And to further clarify, as we move forward with this episode is independent of fasting. There are definitely a large amount of benefits with respect to fasting. The scientific literature supports that. This topic is also independent of sugars that we would find in candies, sodas, anything that's processed, Halloween candy, anything like that. The carbohydrate sources that we discuss are the rice, the brown rice, the pastas, the fruits, the juices, the apple juice, the orange juice, things like that. Back to this idea of the South Beach diet, which regularly discussed a notion of good carbohydrates and bad carbohydrates. That's completely false. There's no such thing. What we need to be concerned with when we consume carbohydrates is at what time do we intend to work out, so we can plan the consumption of said carbohydrates accordingly. If we eat too soon before a workout and the carbohydrates are way too low on the glycemic index, there's no way our body's going to have enough time to break the food down via digestion and absorb into the small intestine.